Yo, what up, chat? Yo, yo, yo. Can everyone hear me? Everything good? Mic check, mic check. Yeah, let's go. Very good, very good. Check if my sound's working. Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. What's up, guys? What's up, what's up, what's up? Happy Tuesday to everyone. I hope everyone's having a great start to the week. Let's say that. I know in the VIP we've been definitely doing good. Just go, yeah. What's up, Manimo? What's up, Charlotte? What's up, guys? Let's give everyone like a couple of minutes just to join in before we get going. Bum, 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 bum. We sent a trade to the VIP already. TP2's already been smashed. So far, so good. What's up, Susanna? Freaking choppy shit. Literally, bro. It's been pretty choppy. I went live since yesterday and today. The market's been pretty fucking slow. I can't even lie to you guys. This is the time when you guys need to start incorporating some the AI signals, because this is giving more. There's no emotion involved, right? So this is just giving more like mechanical signals, so that you guys can just literally like copy and paste. During these times that like we waiting for trades, we waiting for actual positions, because obviously I only look for like A plus setups. The AI is obviously looking for like any trade it seems when it when the trade actually happens, right? So yeah, TP3 as well. Did we smash TP3? Let me just update. Where am I? TP3 was 402. Ah, yeah, true. TP3, yeah. Nice. Let me just mark this on the chart because it's a trade that we took in the VIP. Who of you guys are in the VIP and caught this trade already? I just clear my charts like when I start the stream so that it's not like in the way. When did we take this 319? We sent this trade a lot earlier. And we need to update TP3. This one's taking a bit longer to play out. That's the thing about. Where am I? 15 minutes. 319. Probably executed somewhere. Yeah. Just want to get my exact 3-4. Who of you guys are in the VIP that already caught this trade? Stop loss was 4048. This is quite a bit of a. There's a much tighter stop loss. I think during these choppy conditions, it's obviously quite important. Final take profit was 4001. Somewhere here. This is still like a nice two. Oh shit. Still a nice 1 to 2.6, 1 to 2R on this trade. Entered a buy at 4018 and a sell at 3034. I'm assuming that's 4034, yeah? I think maybe you made a mistake. Probably it happens a lot, yeah. 4034. Okay, cool. That happens a lot also with me as well. Sometimes I put in the like 4 instead of the 3, and it just kind of screws up. Yeah, caught the trade in the VIP first week in the VIP. Welcome, and I hope everything's going good. What's up, the Aurisha? Are you like the Aurisha? You know, I know a few Aurishas, but are you the one? Welcome. What a pleasure to have you on board. You know, what's up, Tinspiration? It's quite a cool name actually, Tinspiration. So yeah, guys, I think we got a few people that just joined. Firstly, guys, can I know from everyone in the chat if it's your first time on the stream today? And if you guys are in the VIP as well, and just let me know where you guys are from if you're new. Obviously, I know the regulars that come on, but for the new people, I just want to give you a little warm welcome. I like to just see new people in the chat. Hi Luke, your chart color looks so cool. Cheers, bro. Yeah, I just got a bit over the the red and the green. I used to do it just because of people being like, it's mostly what they see as well. And I was like, I want to change it, I can't just please everyone. Like, I'm getting bored of seeing green and red. I've used that for like years, and I'm just like, yeah, I think this looks so cool. I even changed a little bit of the background to like a little bit of an off-white. So I think it looks pretty good. What's up? Yo, is my vision just getting back? The Aurisha. Oh, from school. Nice. From Edgemere High. Very good. Welcome. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, let's see what's happening on the chart for now. I think I looked at the daily already today. Still need to clean this stuff up because it's looking a bit choppy. I wonder if I create... No, I want to keep this, otherwise it's going to distribute. Let's just do the 4 hour for now. Let's see what's happening. Don't think we need to look too far left right now. Okay guys, let's start to look at what's currently happening on the 4 hour time frame, right? I hope we can get actually another position as well. It will be good. But let's just see what's happening on the 4 hour. We start to break it down from the 4 hour, then to the 1 hour, to the 15 minutes, to the 5, to the 1. See what's anything happening there. So just some things that I want to point out, just looking not too far left. I will get a better chart because it's a little bit... 1 second. Okay. So currently the 4 hour, if we're not looking too far left, this is technically giving me a bit of bearish signs. The fact that we haven't closed below there or below there is still indicating that this could be just creating more or higher lows for us to continue to drive back up. So any moment that this could just push and start closing above there, something that we need to pay attention to. Although when we start to break it onto the lower time frames, like the 1 hour, the 15 minutes, you will start to see that the formation is looking obviously bearish. But the 4 hours still, it's slightly going bearish, but it's still currently in the bullish. Oh, excuse me. It's still currently looking bullish. All right. Nothing too much that we have to look at the 4 hour. Let me look at the 1 hour for now. Okay, it's looking a little bit juicy here. Let's see what's happening. Sorry, I cannot hear what you said. May you make the volume louder? How's the volume for everyone? Because I don't want to put it too high, because then it might like affect other people. I think this is as high as I can go on my mic. I think you might have to put it louder on yours. How's the volume on anyone's? No, Isabella, you didn't miss anything just yet. Let's get 100 likes for full week streaming. Yeah, guys, rules are rules. If you guys want to see me stream every day of the week, need over 100 likes on a stream. All right, that's my conditions. All right, let's have a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour is looking a little bit more cleaner in terms of what we were saying earlier. So we started to say, okay, cool. Based on the 4 hour, and this is given the same sort of structure. So we're starting to have, structure pushing up, coming out. Don't suppose that's really that relative. Let's come down there. Suppose you can come up a little bit there. Just marking out how structure's looking. I suppose we had a gap in the market there. It might have been a CME gap. Market's pushing down. Are we coming up? So at the moment, what's important when I mark out the certain structure in, like when I look at it, I try and see like where exactly we are in the current cycle, right? Let me just see. Yeah, let me just see this. Guys, by the way, if you're in this trade, move stop loss to break even, because you're going to be looking for another position, right? So if we did, we already peaked down to TP3. Just FY if you are in the positions. So what I want to look at is, let me just mark it up. So remember what I explained to you guys. Yeah, stop loss is to break even. Yeah, I suppose we did hit it then. Yeah, stop loss to break even. I don't think we hit it just yet. Let me see here. Let me just check the time. We technically did it break even. Or it's technically, I think, yeah, 434. Yeah, in theory, yeah. So this trade's pretty much invalidated for now. I'll just leave that because it's either gonna go up to that break-even point if you didn't close. But before I continue, remember what I was explaining last time, guys. It obviously was very important, and obviously I'm doing a whole segment on this. So what I was explaining last time is we're looking at current structure. So where are we in the current moves, right? So if I just look at this, for example, if I start from here, because what were we looking at before? What was confirmation? So we had a bit of consolidation. We moved into a swing structure. We started to have a breakout. Firstly, we had a break of structure because price was consolidating. So would you guys all agree with me in the chat that this was your pre-breakout zone? It was your consolidation. So price was obviously building up between that range. Before price obviously had a big move to the upside. This was on last week Tuesday. Obviously this all still has relevance to understand where exactly we are, because at the moment, if I'm looking at the chart right now, that's only the nearest consolidation zone which I had previously before market started to actually give some clear structure. Does that make sense to everyone? Just identifying like, okay, cool, yes, we understand that fair, it was last week Tuesday, but remember, we always use past data to make current decisions, right? I don't like to look too far back, because when you look too far back, you got to understand that the more back you look, the more you have to go check on that you have to go check on that specific day if there was any news or if there's anything happening, why the market decided to shift on that specific moment. So when you go further back, you might get inaccurate data because you're not understanding what is happening exactly on that day. We could have a presidential speech, we could have, markets, there could be big news. It's a lot of things that could be in play. But again, you can use past data, just don't go too far back. Because like some data that we can see from last week, we probably still will remember it quite clearly, right? And then we just mark up where our swing structure is going to be. So let's do that. I think we had swing structure, cool. Wait, I don't know why it's like, the blue's a bit weird. I actually kind of like it though, it's not too bad. And then we had this to the downside, something like that. Where's my swing structure and support structure, substructure? Yeah. I don't know if I like those colors too much, but anyways, it's fine. Let's do another one. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm basically just trying to identify and make it easier to look on the charts before entering positions to understand. This gives me an indication of what cycle we're in on the market, right? And now we had a shift in structure, right? So then this in theory, because since we are going up, I think your last setup might still play out. Yeah, it could still play out. Very fair enough. But let's see. Your brother, you're looking for a short form guy, worked with most people you follow. I currently do have a short form guy at the moment. But maybe drop me a DM on Telegram or on Instagram, whatever's easiest. I'll see your work and see what exactly you do. All right, let's continue. So guys, basically why I'm doing this and making it a different color, because I like to identify like what current structure we're currently in, right? And just plain and simple, yes, I understand the market is at pretty much at this price, but it's going to have some correlation when we work our way back down. Now, again, since we had a change of character over here, so why I repeat myself pretty much every stream is because I'm hoping that you guys will start to understand better, right? So you guys will start to understand, everything will start to click, even if you guys already know this, it's fine, don't worry. You guys are obviously learning something new. You guys might just learn something new. That's the way I see it as well. And we're going to go down to like, I mean, we can take that as a whole swing structure pretty much. And then we have, it's hard to say, like this would also then in theory be, that would be like your little move, I guess. I mean, in theory, this would be like your whole swing structure move, if I'm looking at it like that. Then, because we don't, like, I'm not going to worry about this little bullshit in the middle. It's not really making big changes like that. Would be important for me, that move there. And let me just change this. So all I'm doing is, I'm going to repeat myself again, all I'm doing is identifying my swing structure and my substructures. Okay. Did it change? Hello? Substructure. Oh wait, no, this is supposed to be blue, that's why, okay, my bad. This is my swing structure, that's my sub, okay, cool. Do we wait for a buy from 3997? It is going bearish as the swing structure seems going down. So we are looking for more buys at around like 4,000 odd level, 4,002, 4,003. I'm going to get it down to it exactly in a minute. I'm just pointing out my structure just so that everyone's in the same wave. But yes, Isabella, we will start looking for more buys as it approaches downwards. So we got two setups that I'm going to be looking at, and I'm explaining exactly why. That would be like a little bit of a swing structure move here. I mean, in theory, we could take this as a substructure, to be fair, because that like doesn't really make a difference. And then we have a big little swing structure. We have like mini substructures involved, but now again, this could, in theory, right, if this is not your pullback yet, so I'm going to identify it like just there for now. What I've just identified is where exactly, because obviously we had a change in character. So I understand that that's potentially shifting into bearish. Now, what did I tell you on, this is the 1 hour, so what did I tell you on the 4 hour? We were looking like we could potentially go to a bearish structure. On the 1 hour, it's giving us the same indication until somewhat we break above, let's say, this level. Like, until we break above there, I am still convinced this is still going to continue being bearish. I want to do this as like, do this like a dotted line. Keep that like that. It's a bit hard to see, but until we break above there, the structure won't shift, because until we break above there, it'll be something different. But right now what we're seeing is that the current structure is being broken. So we have another break in structure over here. And this is good for us because we do have a, say that's pretty good. Break of structure. So now we're currently having a break of structure down to the downside. So like we start to identify like where exactly price can push down to and where should we start to navigate buys, right? If we're going to look to the left, we're going to see that we did have a nice, I'd say round about this level, we have a nice demand zone given it to us over here. Say this to that, it's good. I really like this blue, you know, I know it's just weird, but I really like this blue color. I want to make it my supply. Supply demand zone. Okay, cool. Is it okay that like the colors for you guys? Is it fine? Like I'm using quite a bit of different colors here. I don't want to obviously confuse the fuck out of you guys. Obviously this position that we sent now already is looking pretty good. Okay, so I'm sending this in now because we're starting to break down a lot more clearer. We'll start to look at buys at 40, I'd say 4002. It's a little bit below here. This will be my buying zone. Down to I think about here 97, so it'll be down to this wick over here. That's looking good. This is not really your demand zone, it's just below the demand zone because I'm targeting the bottom liquidity of this range. Because I think this is quite an obvious play, this 410. I think because of the current structure that we're pushing immediately down, it's quite aggressive move. Like there's no point in trying to get that 4010 level. I'm just going to put this as demand. Let me just change the color here. Yeah, that's good. So this is where we're going to be looking for buys. I've just sent it now to the VIP group. $4,002 is exactly where we're entering at, so just above there. That's good. Final TP will be 4030. So tap it into about that bottom of that candle. We might potentially get another runner. And stop loss will be 3980. Below that candle over there. The RR on this is not as crazy, but it's looking like it could play out nicely. Like if we potentially start to push up higher, remember it's like a 1.12, 1.29, so it's nothing too crazy. But if we can potentially get some more runners, right? And that's what we're going to be looking at. I will put it on the stream now. So by limits, I'd say. I will make it bigger, guys, don't worry. Alright, this is my level for today. And if you notice, guys, right, let me just make this a bit bigger for you guys. I think that's good. Let me just get back to the chat. Sorry that I cannot hear what you say when you are so close to the microphone. I'm using a computer and I don't have the earphones. No, it's cool. Apologies for that. Can everyone else hear me okay? I know it's only probably coming through the one sound. Like, I'm waiting for my friend to get back this weekend, and hopefully we can figure it out. But is it okay for everything else? I think her name's Adam. Adam, my Telegram's in my bio on YouTube. Just pop me a DM there. Guys, if you haven't already, please like the video. If you want to see my streams every Tuesdays and Thursdays, please subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing. Let's pump those likes like we did last stream as well. If we get 100 likes, guys, on the video, don't just like it in the comments. Actually like it as well. Like the actual video. Because if I get 100 likes, I will be streaming every day. Well, Monday to Friday. Sweet. All right. So right now, if you guys just joined in, we're currently waiting for a buy position down at this level at the moment, basically targeting this wick that came down. So we're assuming that this was a liquidity wick before price started to push back up. So everything looks good there. Stop loss below there. It's not a crazy RR on this trade, like final TP, but we could potentially have a nice runner if we start to push up. Again, like I tell you guys very often, I'm not aiming for a 1 to 5 or 1 to 6. If we get a nice position, if we get that entry, that's great. But what we need to see, we need to wait a bit more, right? We can always have a potential runner. We can always have a potential good trade. But for now, this is what we're looking for. All right. Can see in here, no issues. Great. All right. So let's see what happens. All right, and then maybe the next sell position could potentially be like somewhere maybe here. Yeah, like a sell position could potentially be there depending on how this plays out. One thing that I wanted to point out, guys, would you all agree in the chat right now, based on what I said last time, if this comes down to this entry zone, now I'm trying to get you guys to understand exactly what I look for. Would you guys all agree, based on the current market price, that we had a few indications that this is making it a valid demand zone or a good price for us to buy it? Because what was the key criteria, right? We had strong push to the upside, so clear indication that we're pushing away from current price. We slowly coming back, slowly coming back and tapping into this range. Now again, it's taken us obviously some time, last week Tuesday till now, so you can all agree that this could be now a valid demand zone, right? If you guys watch my previous video, if you haven't already, please go watch my previous stream. I literally broke down every single thing in detail, what we're waiting for, confirmations, etc. So that last stream was very, very educational. So if you guys didn't have a chance to go watch that, please go have a look at that. It's really, really good. All right. What is this? Okay, so 15 minutes also giving us nice, it'll give us a nice little sell zone as well. And potentially have a nice as well. I'd look for more sells in theory. And I'd be happy with a sell as well, like, to be fair, right? I'd be happy with either or. So sell would be probably somewhere there at this point. It is a valid demand zone, but sellers are still very active in the market now, for sure. I definitely agree with that. But you can see that obviously price is starting to slowly push back down. Slow momentum. So wait, let me just do this. Trying to get that in like that. That's all looking good. So for now, guys, basically what we're looking for is we're either looking for a sell if price pushes back up to here around the 4048 levels. That was a 5-minute supply zone. Or we're waiting for a nice little tap into the demand zone down below here as well. So one or the other would be okay. Right now we're just in the middle of both of them, so any one of these could play out. So let's see. And guys, just a heads up as well, if you guys want to get these trades in real time, you know, because obviously I only stream for now on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but if you guys want to get trades throughout the entire week, yeah, make sure to obviously drop me a DM. My link is in the description, and you guys can get access. Like on the 1 minute time frame already today, we've taken one trade, hit TP4, another trade hit TP1, another trade hit TP3, another trade hit TP2, another trade hit TP2. So guys, like I said, AI is crazy. Like, look how many points it's pulling in. That's like 60 pips already. That's 30 pips. That's 100 pips. That is like 20, 30 pips. That is a 250 pips already today alone. That's like a cumulative. It hasn't lost a single trade today. Plus, this algorithm has already gotten about, I'd say, 400 pips already. So like, put in perspective, if you were trading with like a one lot size, you would have made 4,000. If you traded with 0.1, it would have been 400. Just taking the 1 minute signals just today alone, right? The 15 minutes taken 1 currently in sells at the moment, so it's still pretty good. Quite a big range it's trading with, but it's currently at TP2 for 3,000 points. That's what I'm telling you guys, right? This is a 5 minutes taken 1 trade, and we've currently hit 3,000 points. So just today alone, the algorithm was probably produced, that's already 5,000, that's already 500 pips plus 300. I would say probably 400, almost 1,000 pips. One lot equals $10,000. I'm just showing you guys like what if we're waiting for positions, because obviously today alone we've sent, if I want to show you guys, we've sent 3 trades, 2 break even and 1 TP3 for 140 pips. So does the AI automatically does the AI trade automatically without our inputs? Not at the moment. We're working on it, but for now it's good to just utilize it. Like I said, I don't allow everyone in this group because I want to use it for the people that actually know what they're doing. I don't want gamblers on there, because again, it does give a lot of signals, it does give a lot of trades, and I don't want people taking like 10, 20 trades a day, right? It's good to add it in as a narrative. It's good to add it in, let's say, as a point of direction, so that when you start to incorporate it with your actual strategy, or you start to incorporate it with, like, let's say, for example, I sent a signal, you incorporate it with that as well, so you get double confidence as well. The AI is taking it, plus Luke's taking it. Boom, let's go into on trade. I don't want you guys, like, in theory, taking 20 trades per day, right? Because, again, firstly, that's probably not good for your mental health. Number 2, you have more than enough opportunities to take like maybe 2 to 3 trades per day, and that would give you in your daily or your weekly targets. So this is why I tell you guys, like, there's no need to be taking like way more trades than that. And then we also have this crypto signal group, which trades like more than 70 different pairs that you can trade obviously over the weekend as well. Plus we have the AI algorithm signal, which sends Forex, currencies, metals and crypto as well. So you can also use this to trade over the weekend. So obviously it does trade gold as well. I believe that the gold, it sent one already, and it's also in sales at the moment, more or less at the same price tag as the 15-minute. Alright, and then you obviously get access to my education, but my education as well, you get it all for free as well on YouTube. So I'd say the more updated educational videos are on my YouTube, so you guys can go watch it as well. So if you guys got any questions, feel free to drop me a DM. My link is in the description as well. But feel free to ask me any questions while we are waiting for positions. Remember, if it's your first time coming onto the stream, just remember that we do not force positions. We don't force trades. All right. We wait for
wait for it to line. Hobby said, Luke, my strategy is just to trade any order block that breaks structure along with the market trend. I mean, again, could be good. You got to test like what time frames are you doing it on? How long have you been testing this for? You know, there's certain questions that I'd probably ask you as well, like to see how well you backtested it and does it actually work, right? Because you could have a good week, you could have a good month, but you need to test it over a longevity period, right? I think that's the most important, like seeing how long you do it for. Because like again, an order block could work if you have a confluence or like you said, the market trend. So just understanding, guys, like hobbies like his statement that he put in the chat now. So he said what he's trading is order blocks revolving around the structure along with the market trend, right? So in theory, he's looking for big structural moves either to the upside or the downside and waiting for an order block to appear, meaning that price made a big imbalance from the previous structural point. And then what he's waiting for is maybe he's looking at the overall trend of the market. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Does it make sense? And then he executes the trade based on that. And that's a fine way to trade. I've got nothing against that. Again, it's like if you're going to trade like that, it's fine. Just make sure you're testing it on multiple time frames and you're starting to identify that. All right. You say we can ask questions, but you just ignore them anyway. No, I don't. Bro, I don't think I've ever ignored a question. What question? I'm gonna scroll up. Did you ask a question? Yeah. It doesn't even make sense. You didn't ask a question. Why is bro trying to call me out? You didn't even ask a question, bro. I answered every single question. Yeah. Damn, bro. You're out to get me or what? What's the story? What's our hostility here this morning or this afternoon? Bro, I see every chat, dude. So like it's hard to go by, and I remember people's names as well. So 4 hours and 1 hour order block. I focus on the higher time frame, POI, mostly lower time frame entry. Nice. Okay, very good. Good work. Susanna's like, what? All the regulars that know me, like, guys, do I try and get to everyone's question in the VIP? What do you mean? But I replied to most people. Remember that I get a lot of questions. It might take me a bit longer, but I definitely will reply to your question, right? If you drop me a message on my chat, it might take me like again, like maybe I'm streaming, maybe I'm working on analysis, maybe I'm on a call, maybe I'm doing something, you know. So like I'm just a human, right? Like if I miss a question, again, I do apologize. Just ping me like a reminder. Hey, bro, like just a reminder if you didn't have a chance to look at this. Like again, when you're getting hundreds of messages a day, you definitely can miss a question, right? It's definitely normal. Oh, Emmanuel, bro. Emmanuel just popped in to say hi. G, real alpha trader. Other traders are only smoke. You're the best. Appreciate you, my bro. Much love, my bro. Also been watching your videos, bro. I think they're really cool. I like your style of the reels as well. It's sick. I see that they also targeted your Instagram, bro. Fucking ridiculous. It's so stupid what's happening, dude. I don't want to say like too much just in case like they take mine again down. But I definitely understand. Like they're taking down so many accounts right now. It's actually just it's just like what's crazy is the guy like manages Instagram. Like I'm sure he gets asked this question 1,000 times. But whenever he does his story sequences, I forgot what his name is, but like whenever he does, he never ever mentions this thing, and it's definitely a big issue that most accounts are being taken down for absolutely fucking no reason. Like, how does my account get taken down for me impersonating myself? And then you call them and they say, no, we cannot answer you, we cannot talk to you. And it's like, what is the point of paying for this meta subscription when you can't even talk to them? They don't want you to listen to you. It's absolute bullshit, man. You're just a one-man army, Luke. Don't worry. No, I'm not a one-man army. I do have a team that helps, like, with a few things. I've got a very, very good team, to be honest, and I'm very grateful for everyone that works alongside me. Definitely not a one-man army. It just is a lot. Like, I took this on. You know, like, I fully went into this about like almost 11 months ago, and I didn't realize how quick this could grow and how much of an impact I have on people. And, like, you know, people literally are messaging me day to day, you know, like every day people would message me. I got nothing wrong with that. Like, you can message me as much as you want, but like the amount of volume of messages, like, I didn't equate for that in such a short period. And I was like, damn, you know, it's like really people are like the shit's growing, dude, you know. It's like, damn. And I didn't realize how quick you can grow, you know. I think it's just about being like that transparent, you know. I'm like too transparent, right? So like people really, I think, really admire that. And, you know, people see me as like a mentor. People see me as like this person that they can really trust. And look, I admire that. But with a lot of transparency, a lot of people build that trust, and, like, you know, they sometimes become a little bit reliant on you, and that's okay to do, you know, but it comes with a lot of pressure for mine, because you're always expected to perform on good days, on bad days. Like, again, most of you guys will see me and you would always think my day is going great, right? And this is like one thing, like talking about mental health, right? Like, you guys think that, like, whenever you see me, my day's perfect. Oh, he's got money, he's living the life. Oh, he's got a nice apartment. He's got, like, no, dude, it doesn't define my life, right? I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of cool shit, but, like, there is days where I feel like absolute shit, dog. You know, I don't feel good. You know, I just mentally don't feel good. But you just got to continue, right? And I think with you guys, with the pressure that I have from you guys to always perform, it makes me a better person. It makes me to perform every day. Like, as much some days I don't want to do anything. Like, I'm just like, fuck, I've had enough, you know. Some of you guys' messages like really motivate me, and they push me to continue doing what I'm doing. So I'm not fucking leave it, you know. I'm not fucking leave it. But yeah, and just to let you guys know, like, not every day is a good day, but I try and make the most of it every day and just try and push through. So if anyone else is going through that, and they like feel like, you know, they're not good enough, and they have a lot of doubts in their everyday life, just remember that good things will come. You just got to put in the work, and then it might seem like boring. It might seem like they're doing the same shit, but boring makes money, right? Much love, bro. Yeah, hopefully I'll get back. Let's see. Yeah, bro, it's a nightmare, dude. Like, I hope you get it back. It just is such a process. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, while we're waiting for this, obviously now on the lower time frame, you guys got to understand that we obviously are consolidating between this level. So we need to understand that one thing. Remember, like, when we see price action like this, what color did I put it as? Yeah, I think it was like purple, right? Let's do this. So remember, when we have this, especially on like a lower time frame, we're obviously waiting for the next move to appear. Right now we can't do much because it's pretty much still within this range, and it's not giving us any sort of positive direction of where we might be going. And again, like, if we base it on the current structure, right, we had the swing structure. Now again, could this be now, right? Although we have, remember what I told you guys, we could potentially have facts. Yo, chat, why the turn? Then we can't get above 19 likes. Bro, like, Susanna, I've been on streams where there's like 2,000 people, and they just like, I was watching this one dude like back when I first started, and it's so true. Like, the majority of people on the stream, like I'd say about 200 people, are all watching this just to wait to see if I lose a trade. So they can be like, haha, fucking told you so, you know. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's actually it's really intense. Like the amount of haters compared to the actual people that really are here to watch me. We call them. He called them the pip and dippers, right? They just come in, see if you make a bit of pips, and they leave. So like again, it just is what it is, right? It's unfortunate. It can be a very toxic community that we're in, and you will see like if we do lose a trade, you're gonna see them coming in hard. Like you will see the chat go crazy. Right now they're just waiting. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be heard because they want to be like a bit of a "told you so" type of thing, right? I've been in this industry for a very long time, and unfortunately, it can be just very toxic, and it is what it is. Now, one thing that I want to point out is that could this potentially now be a start of the next substructure, right? So could this be like pushing up to here and create the new, let's say, lower high for us to continue coming back down, right? Could be forming that. So again, like what we're seeing here is structure being formed. And we could start to see that now again, like if you're starting to understand exactly how I trade now, you'll understand that there's absolutely nothing we can do right now. Like right now in this market condition, there's absolutely nothing we can do. If you guys disagree with me, that's fine. Maybe you have a different strategy, but if you've been following me for a while, you understand. Yes, Susanna, it's terrible. Trust me. And like I saw in this guy's chat, like no one was chatting for a while. And this guy like barely lost, right? And then when he loses, fuck, the amount of chats, like, haha, you're an idiot. Why do you do this? Why is your risk reward stupid? You're dumb. You're this, that, blah, blah, blah. And you don't see them now until you make a mistake or you do something wrong. And then they screenshot you. They take videos of you. It's crazy. It is a very, like, how many do you guys think that I just get positive messages every day? No, no chance. Like some dude would just be like, fucking hate you. It's like, bro, I don't even know the guy. And I'm like, okay, cool, thanks, dude. Wow, who pissed in your coffee this morning, bro? It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I'll take a sell above here. So right now we're in a very like sticky range, sticky level. Unfortunately, this can happen. Again, last stream we didn't have a trade. This stream we might not have a trade. I understand, guys. I understand. It's not the funnest, right? I still show up, even though I potentially see us not having a trade. I still come up and I try and educate you guys. I try and just put in a little bit of work, right? Yo. No, not more. Less. Nothing today. Tomorrow, 10 p.m. should be a bit choppy. Thursday will also be. So Thursday probably will be our better trading day. It's at 4:30 p.m. So maybe I stream a bit earlier here. Like if I'm going to see a bit of news, I might come on at like 4. Just so that we might potentially get the move or be prepared for the news trade, right? So that we can get a trade. I might do that, like maybe stream at 4. Just because of, like, this will probably be the move, and then we can run it into maybe New York session as well. Could be a maneuver, right? We're starting to push up a little bit slightly, like it's not doing anything too crazy. Yeah, we could have a fib. I'm just not using the fib right now because it's like we could in theory, because I just don't know where the low point is. Like there should be a fib for a buying range, right? Like would I say that this was the low point, or would I say this is the low point? It's just a bit difficult to say. Like if we do a fib for, like let's say for example from here. Oh wait, what the fuck? That's not a fib. That ain't a fib, bro. Yeah, you see this fib would have already played out. You see those guys. How beautiful is that? So you see how this fib could have been perfect, right? Because look, if you take it from your swing high to your swing low, because it's obviously a swing high to swing low, came up, tapped that 0.618 level perfectly, and then came down, and it already would have given you a nice little RR, because you would have taken this trade, like, let's say for example, and this was like, let's say for example you enter that trade, this was on Monday, so it was yesterday. I believe we did take a few positions yesterday. So in theory your stop loss would be just above this fib level. Stop loss would be above like there, then your target down to here. So this would be like a nice 1 to 6, probably a bit of a higher stop loss. I'm not trying to get like a snipe entry, but probably something like that. This would have been a beautiful trade as well. Do you think, thanks for bringing it up, this stick, just so to show people the power of fibs, like if you use it correctly. Do you think tomorrow will be a slow day because of FOMC in the night? It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I don't know. It's just like, oh God. The thing is with news, you just don't know, right? You just like literally don't know what's gonna happen. What's the impact? What's the impact difference between FOMC and PCE? Like how many pips usually is the impact? I suppose it was impact. It depends. Like I've had FOMC, it's done absolutely fucking nothing. I've had different news events. You can't say like what PCE will have compared to like FOMC. Like okay, it's gonna move like 1,000 pips, and PCE will move like 300 pips. You can't say that. Like every time it's different. Generally, when you see FOMC, you tend to see a lot of volatility and a lot of like a big move, right? So it's like it's hard to say, but like for example, sorry to get back to this stick on the fib, like this fib's already played out, so you can't really use this now. You would have said the fib played out yesterday. So hard to say with that right now. But yeah, like in terms of like the news, I've seen some, we call it like a nothing burger, you know, like it's like you can't predict what exactly is going to happen. How many? Okay, wait, I already read that. Yeah, it's like it's just hard to say. Okay, like if you go, you can go back on the previous news events and you can literally check for yourself. Like I've seen FOMC do crazy shit, like move 1,000, 2,000 pips in like a 5-minute candle, you know. But then I've seen it do like 50 pips, 60 pips, maybe 100 pips or something like that. It's just very hard to say right now. Who of you guys are in the chat right now and are in the VIP currently? I just want to get a show of hands. Say like me or yes or something. Just so I know who's all in the VIP. I know some of you who are, but I don't know all of you. Damn, a few of you. Is there anyone not in the VIP? Let me ask that question. Wait, who's not in the VIP? Fuck. Didn't expect that. Oh, 1, 2. Yeah, man. Nice, nice. Just a show of hands. Like a show of virtual hands. Well, like, what's your guys' feedback so far? Do you guys have any feedback for me? Um, like, be honest as well. What's your guys' feedback being in the VIP? You guys enjoy it? Is there anything you want to see more? Is there anything like you think that's not good? Anything that needs improvements? If you're enjoying it, just say you're enjoying it. What's your feedback compared to like maybe other VIP groups that you've been in? You know, I always try and be a little bit different. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Like while we're waiting for position, I just want to see like I said, obviously haven't been in. I've been doing this for quite a while now, but I feel like things are going good. But there's always something you can improve, right? So let me know in the chat. Be as brutally honest as possible. I can take positive, negative criticism as well. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I'm not yet. What's time to be in the motherfucking VIP, dog? She. Will the algorithm of the AI bot be able to catch the news-related trades before the news announcements? Depends. It depends, right? Because remember, it's working on a strict algorithm. It's not trading because of news. It's not like saying, "Oh fuck, there's news coming. Fuck, let me. Oh shit, I didn't know there's FOMC coming." No. It's like if there's a position, if it comes in along the way, it will execute that trade. That's why I say like the algorithm, AI algorithm, is taking signals without not without thinking, or obviously it doesn't think because it's an AI, right? But it just takes a position based on structure, based on what it sees, right? It's not like, oh fuck, there's news coming in 1 hour, let's take this position. So like if the news moves up, let's say 1,000 pips, and it's in a sell, for example, it will probably get stopped out in realistically, but again, it could be in a buy as well, where it obviously takes, obviously you capture that big buy. So like it can work in two ways. It's hard to tell. Let me read some of the things. So really good, explains everything, totally transparent, which is not like other groups. My mom's trying to call me. Okay, it's my mom. Sorry, mom. Can't talk to you right now. Just gotta tell her I gotta call her back. Sorry, I was reading a thing. So really good, explains everything, totally transparent, which is not like other groups, and makes you feel much more confident. Nice, appreciate that. Enjoying it, very informative, learning a lot more. Nice. I got a lot of value, not just copying the trade, and also learned about the trading. That's great. That's something that I've always really tried my best to do. Give you guys the understanding, give you guys the roadmap, especially before the trade actually happens, right? So like, I like to always like, you know, I'm saying like a lot, but I try and give you guys the breakdowns before the market actually goes into that direction, so you can start to figure out certain things. Because again, once the market executes a price, you know, your brain doesn't comprehend certain things as fast, right? So you're not like looking back. Once you guys are in a trade, you're just stuck on that trade. You don't look at anything, you don't look at any other parameters once you're in the trade, right? So like before the time, you're like, okay, cool, I'm starting to kind of understand why he's thinking this way and why he's starting to look at these levels. It makes a little bit of sense because, yeah, we find a supply zone, yeah, we find a demand zone, yeah, the price is moving a little bit slower. I'm understanding that the overall direction is bearish. He's looking for a sell. If he does take a buy, I'm starting to navigate between that. So there's a lot of things that I have tried to improve on that. In that sense, I'm glad that you acknowledge that as well. And again, obviously the live streams helps a ton, right? You see me doing it live. And again, if you guys are in the VIP, you will understand that, like, again, it's not a specific time I'm sending a trade. It's random times, right? It's when I see positions, when I see executions. And like, this is why live trading is the hardest thing to do, right? It's the most difficult thing to do because I can't predict what the market's going to do. right now, in the next hour, in the next 2 hours. I just don't know. Once market starts to push closer to our entry, I can tell you guys, okay, we're looking for an entry, but I can't tell you if this market's going to go like this for the next 3 days now, right? Like I can't tell you if the market's going to just chop for the next 3 days. I don't know. Could. All right. So like, this is why I respect a lot of you guys who come on the streams, because you guys are starting to understand why it takes longer, why it takes time to enter positions, what do we look for, right? So it's very good. Good to explain the reasons behind each trade call given. Yeah, we do most of the trades. A lot of times, sometimes it can be quick. If the AI bot can do it, how does it work? What are the concepts behind it? So it works on pretty much just market structure. So remember, the AI is just taking trades when I'm not even awake sometimes, when I'm not even looking at my phone sometimes. So you get the concept of it, like, yes, it's taking positions on, you know, some concepts that I know, some supply and demand, support and resistance. You know, if market has a big push to the upside, you know, do we come back down, look for a candle below that? It's very basic concepts, but it works, right? The AI algorithm is pumping over 80% win rate. But why I like the AI algorithm is because it takes trades when I'm not awake, or when I'm not looking at my phone, or when I'm not, you know, obviously I can't be, I have a life as well, right? So this helps to add in certain parameters. Wait, something. At times, Alibi intraday and AI algo can be contradicts, so stay away. Yeah, sometimes it can be 100%. Also remember that some of the positions that it takes, you know, it might have a bigger stop loss, or it might have a different entry model as well, so that the final take profit could be further. That both could play out, but maybe the one can do TP1, maybe the one could do TP2, maybe the other one can do TP4, but they both could be a profitable trade, right? I find that I can follow what you said on live stream, but when I tried to read the chart myself, I'm not able to figure out the structure by myself. How can I improve the ability of that? So again, Isabella, not gonna like call you out specifically, but remember, you're also like very new, right? And that's perfectly fine. Everyone has a starting point. Let me just give you like a piece of advice. When I first started trading, I was like watching a dude like religiously, right? I was like literally watching this guy, every single thing that he did, right? And then I was like, I would go try it myself, and it just wouldn't fucking make sense. Like it wouldn't click. Like, and I'm like, why? And I could never understand, right? I could watch him for hours, and I could just never do it. Like it didn't make sense. I'd like literally the candle that he would open up, I would check, okay, now I see the exact same thing opening, but it just didn't work, right? And then I started to like incorporate some of my own learning, my own understanding. I'm like, okay, cool. There were some things that I didn't do. There's some things that I didn't wait for example. So there's a lot of things that play out, right? So this can be a multitude of factors that you're not looking into. And again, I know it is tough, Isabella. I know it is super tough. Like I remember when I first started, it was like the hardest thing to understand someone else. But it takes time, right? Anything takes time. You got to learn pretty much a lot of things before you start to look at certain things. Is market going up now? No, bro. It's just literally sideways. Ain't doing nothing. I like the safe feeling of saying we are not seeing expected price reaction, because I find it hard to see when the market is turning around. Nice. Very good. That's something I've definitely liked about that as well. Yeah, not holding a trade because we're trying to just get street cred, right? It's very important. You know, a lot of people are like, they would literally let the community suffer than trying to just get, than just closing the trade at break even or at a small loss, for example. That's what I try and navigate as well, because I'm like, if this trade is not looking good, it's not seeing the reaction that I'm wanting the first time, just close the trade. I'm not there to try and get brownie points. I'm not trying to get their glory. Like, again, that trade could be a banger trade, but it didn't get the reaction that I was looking for, so therefore we closed it. Plain and simple. I'm not there to try and be like, oh fuck, I told you guys, we just waited, bruh, you know. Nah. So yeah, very good. How long did it take you to become a confident in trading? I would say, remember, like, I've been trading for like on off. I would say more off than on in for 10 years. So I've been in the trading space for 10 years. I would say profitably, when I took it really seriously, probably took me about a year. But like again, it wasn't like I was full on a year. You know, I blew some accounts. I came back. I tried different things. I learned more things. I tried different strategies. I was always trying to like go up and down. I would say realistically, with the amount of content that you guys have, the amount of education that you guys have, you can speed that process up a lot quicker. I wouldn't say like it depends. It's person to person. Some people can maybe grasp it in the first couple of months. Some people within a year or two, you know. But again, like most people obviously start trading and they use it as a side thing, right? No one really jumps into a market and they just quit everything and go into trading, right? They're normally doing it like part-time. They're not putting their full heart into it. If they just like devoted every single day for like a few months, you'd probably get it way quicker than someone who is like working a job doing it for 2 years. You should take your mom's call. We don't mind. Really, that's really sweet. I appreciate that, but no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It should be fine. Sometimes I just wonder after TP1 how you see if the trade remains valid, but should learn more about the charts for that. Yeah, so it's like I said, like most people, if you want to move your stop loss to break even after TP1, that's good, because remember, like what we in the essence, what we're trying to do, right, is we're trying to navigate as fast as possible to put that trade into a break-even situation, or at the minimum make it risk-free. Like that's all we want to do. We want to remove every risk from that trade. So if we were risking 200 pips, or let's say we're risking 150 pips, how do we just delegate that? How do we just erase that? I just don't want any risk. So how quick can we do that? Right. How much trade you take in amount and week? How much money or how much trades? I don't know. That's a very, very interesting phrased question. I don't know. I want to answer that properly. So if you don't mind, just elaborate on Leo Gold Magicians. He's the gold magician, bro. Do you ever feel FOMO when you close at break even and still runs exactly like you expected, or past that stage a long time ago? Past it a long time ago. I couldn't be fucked. Let me be very blunt with you. I don't even care. Like, I'll just tell you straight up, I don't care. Because it's like, I've been in the markets. Trust me, when you start to learn that you close at break even and that you didn't take a loss, because again, at any moment that could have been a loss, right? If it didn't go opposite way. And I've had so many times where it's hit that loss and I knew I should have closed at that break even. So I would rather not punish myself and say to myself, I should have just closed that. If I say I'm going to close it, I'm going to close it. Straight up. I don't ever second guess myself. I don't ever second down myself. That's the best thing about trading, when you can learn that and you don't care about the result afterwards, because you're like, okay, I took the decision to close it. That's fine. That's confidence. I just want to take the profit out of the market. Fuck TP. I trail my stop loss. Nice. So that's exactly what Hobby's doing. Again, guys, like, again, I'm answering a lot of questions now because we're still waiting for the market to actually fucking do something. And until then, we can't do much. So I'm glad you guys are answering a lot of questions. I just want to take, so what Hobby said is great, because exactly the same thing. He's just trying to minimize as much risk. He doesn't want risk. As soon as you can take the risk off the table, you are in risk-free territory, and it's free cash. Yes, exactly. I actually don't know what I'm looking when I look at the chart. Now, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, right? it's going to take a bit of time, right? Like I said, maybe took a lot longer than most people did. Like, imagine for me, right? Do you know how scared shitless I was to do this live? Like, damn, you know? Like, do you know how scary it is? Because I know that, you know, not every trade's going to be a winning trade. So I'm putting myself out there knowing that I'm going to make myself look like a loser at some stage, for sure. It's guaranteed, right? I don't know when, but it's going to happen. That is fucking scary. There's one thing to be a trader. There's one thing to do it live. Like, trust me, it is the scariest thing ever, right? Like, the first time I went live, oh my word, I was so scared. Like, you don't even understand. Now I'm so resilient to it. Like, I think I've built a really strong, trusted community, and like you guys know, through wins, through losses, shit happens, right? The education of teaching is everywhere now, so it's become more easy, for sure, 100%. I totally agree with you. When I first started trading, you couldn't find any videos that you could actually be relying on. Like, again, guys, before I continue answering the question, we do start to see price push a little bit up, right? So we could start to be looking at a sell. Yeah, I definitely agree with that hobby. In the sense that, like, there's so much good education out there. Like, again, guys, sometimes maybe I don't explain some things as good. Feel free, just type in, like, okay, what is a fib? There will probably be like 500 videos on what's a fib of someone who probably explains it way better than me, right? And I'm okay with that. Like, I didn't study teaching, right? So, like, there is probably a dude or a lady out there who probably explains it way better. And, like, that's okay. Like, I'm not going to judge you if you're like, hey, Luke, by the way, Joe explained it way better. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, good for him. Like, I'm happy. Did you learn the fib at least? Yeah. Okay, cool. Great. No problem. As in the live stream, you are guiding us step by step and explained it clearly. When I look at it myself, I don't know where to look at. Again, I fully get you, right? I fully get you. It is, like I said, trading is one of the easiest and most difficult things you'll ever do. It's so mind-boggling at the same time, because it looks so easy, right? Like, again, obviously, if I show you this, if I go like this, that doesn't look easy. When I explain to you guys, it looks a little bit easier. When you guys, if I delete all of this now, and then I say, show me what I just drew and why. Like, I can literally explain everything to you guys, and I'll literally delete everything. I'll go, now explain it to me. Your guy's brain will fry out, and you'll be like, but I think there was this there, but I don't understand. You guys will probably be taking this level. You guys will be taking that level. Your brain will just fry, right? It's just one of those things until you start to really, like, zoom out, and you're like, okay, shit, I'm starting to understand. But yeah. I'm a newbie, but I don't FOMO anymore. Learned the hard way that there will always be a trade, so far you have capital to trade. And Hobby is the only guy still. He's one of my OGs, but still every text is in exclamation mark. I don't know if he's shouting. I don't know if he's really excited, but I fucking love it, you know. Like, as someone said in the last time, bro, stop using caps. And I'm like, bro, that's him, dude. That's just Hobby, bro. Hobby comes in, fucking fired up, dude. Yeah, I love it. What's up, Rachel B? You good? Welcome to the stream. You haven't missed anything. But thank you for joining in. I've got a lot of respect for you, Luke. I've got a lot of thank you very much. Monkey Toes. Yo, how did you get that name? Like, I appreciate that, but how did you get? How did you? Isn't someone said you literally have like monkey toes? It's pretty hectic. That would be pretty intense. Definitely need to get more likes so we can get daily lives. Yeah, where the fam at? Where the fam at, dog? I'm not one of those guys who's gonna go buy likes. All right, I'm not that dude, you know. Sorry guys, has to come organic. So many times I see the setup and I can't even press sell or buy because I'm afraid you guys trading live are the real MVP for real. Nice. It's true, man. It's true. Like, imagine for you guys, like, you guys get scared to take a trade. Like, I got told by someone, like, why don't you trade live? And I said, oh, you nuts? No ways, bro. Like, the first time someone told me to trade live, I said, there's no fucking ways, bro. You're high, dude. I could never do that. I said, I'm way too scared, dude. Like, I just know how hectic this industry is. And I'm like, nah. And then the one day I did, the first time I ever streamed, I had 3 viewers, I think. And then I had like, it went from 3 to 1 to 2 to 4 to 1. So it's basically streaming on average like 2 people. Shout out to those 2 people who's still on the stream. But yeah, it was intense, dude. Like, I was literally streaming like this, like what I'm doing right now. Obviously back then to like 2 people, bro. Like, shout out, you know. But like, again, I just kept pushing, you know. That's the thing also about trading. Like, I could have just quit. Like, let's say for example I was making $2 on a trade. I could have been like, this is not enough, right? And I could have just thrown it in the towel and I said, oh, it's not worth it. It's like also the same. I could have said, it's not worth it streaming to 2 people. Now look, we streaming to the masses almost, bro. I just love to be different, bro. I'm always excited on your stream because I learn a new thing every day to add to my bag of trading tricks. Sick, brother. Bro, love the energy. Keep it up. Don't let anyone take it away from you, alright? My mum, when I was a baby. Shit. Mom told you had monkey toes. Monkey toes. I mean, fair enough, bro. Just don't tell the ladies that, dude. I don't know if they're that into monkey toes. I don't know. You could make like an OnlyFans, bro, because you could. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. To be fair, I don't think a woman would name herself monkey toes. That could be a stereotype. I'm just going out on a limb here, because I know women are very like cautious about their feet, their toes. You know, get pedicures and stuff like that. You know how it is. So yeah, shout out to mum. She might make you famous, bro. If you're the only person who has like monkey toes, you could stream that shit, dude. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll subscribe. I'm a lady. Oh my word. Like, what do they look like? You know, I'm like, I don't want to ask for a picture, but I'm fucking curious to know what a monkey toe looks like. Aren't you guys curious on like what a toes look like now? You know. Like, I'm not into that like feet type of guys, you know, but I'm like, damn, what does his toe look like, dog? His monkey toes. I mean, I've seen like, you know, look, I've seen some women with not the best toes, you know. I'm like, yeah, but I wouldn't describe them as monkey toes. I'd be like, they don't look good. They're not good toes, you know. Put it that way. They're not the freshest toes I've seen, you know. Need a bit of work. I wouldn't classify them as monkey toes. The 6'9" is like. We know what 69 is, you know what I mean? If you don't, you don't. You're too young for the channel, but I think we all know what 69. Wait, but you're a lady and you're that's bad. Oh my word. You're a lady and her name's 69. Damn, I wonder what you up to on the weekends. She said it was a mistake. I've been trying to get rid of it, but this email for years. I didn't realize it would be my name in the chat, but my name is Carrie. Okay. I've been chatting to you recently. Nice. All right, I won't forget you. Let's put it that way. Like, you're always going to be monkey toes 69. So like, your name might be Carrie now, but you know, you're always going to be monkey toes. I got a feeling you're going to come up to me in the street one day and wait, where are you from, by the way? Like, which country do you live in? I got a feeling like I'm gonna run into you and you're gonna be like, hey, what up? I'm fucking monkey toes. And I'll be like, oh my god, not in public though. And I'm gonna stare straight at your toes. And I'll be like, damn, those look like fucking monkey toes, you know? So yeah, just like if it happens, just like ignore me. I'm one of those guys that they're okay. The 3 middle toes move at the same time. Do you have like a TikTok or something? That could go viral, you know? I don't know. UK, you're safe. Okay, good, yeah. Yo, now I'm gonna be looking at everyone's toes when I'm in the UK. I'm like, what the fuck did that do? Fucking those 3 toes are moving weirdly, bro. You're sitting on like a train and be like, fuck. Them monkey toes, bro. Look at they fucking move. Probably can attach to something. That's really impressive, those 3 middle toes. Now I'm like kind of moving my toes here. Yeah, fuck, how did this stream get into toes now, bro? But like, I'm trying to like move my 3 toes. I can only do it now. I can't even move my 3 toes, to be fair. Yo, the things you talk about when you're waiting for a trade, eh? Yes. God damn. God damn. Alright, so the next entry is going to be a sell limit. So let's just change everything up. Just send it to the view. Well, we'll send it to the VIP. Oh, it's sent already. Sorry. My bad. My bad, bro. Monkey toes. Wait, fuck. I'll be here the whole night if you look for that. Okay. 4644240. Sorry guys about the chat about the toes. I'm just very curious. I don't know if you guys are the same, like you're into toes and shit, but now I'm like, I don't think I was ever into toes, but now I'm like, fuck. I see them toes now on the train and stuff. I want the bus is saying I haven't taken a bus or a train in ages, but now I'm actually gonna go on them trains, you know, check for them toes. Them toes. I think you should make like a TikTok account saying, hey, look what my toes can do. You know, I'd probably watch it out. It'll be one of those like weird channels, you know. Everyone's got that weird fucking channel that they watch, you know what I mean? So it's like that one that like I watch how they clean the hooves of horses, right? That's my weird channel that I watch. I think it's very fucking weird as fuck, you know. I don't tell it to the public. But yeah, like that's one weird channel that I watch. I'm not really proud about it, but you know, it's just something that like I watch. Okay, cool. Let's pop it here. 448 somewhere below there. So always put it a little bit down from a supply zone as well, just in case, you know, we get like skipped out. Bro, look at the 4 hour. I'll look at the 4 hour now. Give me a second. I'm just doing a position. Taking at 5. Okay. A bit further up. I'll look at the 4 hours. Sorry, bro. Just was focused on them toes, you know. $6.5 will be fine, yeah. Look at the 4 hour, look at the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour, bro. Yeah, what up with the 4 hour, bro? Or you gotta go to like another. It looks so messy with like. Oh, let me just remove this so I can see it a bit more clear. Sorry, guys. Look at the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour. Still looks pretty bearish, no? Still looks pretty bearish. What the fuck is CRT, bro? Candle range theory. What? I'd never used that.
Look at the last 3 candles. Okay, I'm looking. Candle range theory, bro. So we got 1, 2, 3. Right, so this candle, I mean, the thing is, if we didn't break below here, so indicating that we can still come back up, right? So it's nothing really much presenting it. We had a lot of bearish candles pushing to the downside. Price is just starting to form. We need to create like potentially a consolidation period before we can navigate exactly on this 4 hour. Now, again, this would be nice if we come up and tap into this, because this would give us our maybe liquidity candle, or maybe this was your liquidity, right? We don't know, but overall, it's still looking pretty bearish. Now, if this is going to be your 4 hour liquidity for us to continue driving back up, let's see.
Bro, can you not see the formation?
But what am I looking at? I don't know what I'm looking at, dude.
I don't use a CRT
meaning, bro. I mean, all I'm seeing is overall structure, right? Bam, 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 bam. Didn't break below that. So, in theory,
I'm not really sure what you're looking at, bro. I don't know, bro. You looks like tweaking out, you, bro.
Like, I see what you're looking at. Like, again, it is still forming like a bearish structure, but at the same time, still need more candles to form,
like before we can make a conclusion about what exactly we're looking at. Took about 4030 just.
The only thing that's looking like decent for me, right, is this. Like the fact that we're coming down, we bouncing off this support level at the moment. That's something that I could look at, and something that's interesting in this as well, right? That could be a bit concerning, because it looks like a liquidity candle being formed. But again, like we do have sells up here where we're going to target as well. So I'm pretty happy with looking for that. What would you be taking, if you don't mind me asking, right?
Yeah, sure. What you see there, bro?
I don't know. Maybe bro has like a whole different trading regime, and I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Look at the PCE, bro. Yeah. Whatever that is. Do you trade NAS or just gold?
I just trade gold. Yeah, just trade gold. And like, I don't mind like trading a bit of NAS. I'm not like against it. I've never actually like consistently trade NAS, if I'm gonna be honest. Like I've taken a few trades on NAS. It's not too bad, but I haven't like said to myself like it's definitely profitable for me, right? So might need a little bit more time if I want to continue trading that. It's just for me, like I know I might come across a little bit selfish, but it's like I make enough money just trading gold. So you will see, like when you start to get more like comfortable with trading, you start to get like more, you start to just when you trade a lot, right, the first thing you do is trade 100 different pairs, right? You trade everything, anything. If there was a banana chart, you'd trade it, right? You trade literally anything that has a chart, and then you start to kind of numb it down a little bit. So you start to like go down. You start to say, okay, most people say I trade 3 pairs, right? Look at 3 charts, look at 3 different pairs separately, and it's like, okay, cool. And you start to trade 3. You pick your favorite 3, and then you like, okay, I'm taking 3. I'm only profitable on 1. Let me do 2, because maybe the other one's not as good. And then you start to go down. You're like, okay, I'm gonna trade like now only 2. But then you might hit a point where you're like, why the fuck am I trading so many other currencies or metals or crypto, for example, when I can just trade gold, or just trade NAS, or just trade something, right?
Because if you look, I target, let's say, weekly targets or monthly targets. So again, if I, for example, like, if I want to incorporate another chart, like I also trade a little bit of Bitcoin as well as some crypto. But if I'm making that money on just, say, for example, trading gold, like, why do I need to trade NAS? Why would I need that extra pressure? The only reason why people take other pairs, for example, is because maybe they're waiting. It could be like two factors, for example, right? Maybe the market isn't aligning with them. Like maybe they're just having a bad week or a bad month and they're not seeing the opportunities that they would normally see on a general day-to-day basis, so that they would maybe want to go trade that alternative pair. But most people have just they strong pair that they trade and they're very comfortable with it. Another factor is that, let's say, for example, you're not seeing opportunities on there on like one time frame, but let's say on a NAS daily you see a good opportunity for a big swing move. So you could use one as, let's say, a scalp, like a scalp pair, like let's say gold I scalp a lot, and let's say, for example, NAS, maybe I'd look for just big swing moves. So I'd use that as an alternative pair to capture bigger positions. Like that could also be like crypto, for example, like Bitcoin. I'll look for more swing moves. I wouldn't wait for like scalps. So yeah, I mainly trade NAS, but want to add gold to this. Yeah, I think gold's great. Gold's really good. I think gold's nice. Yeah, that's good. Like again, I don't like. I've definitely, like, NAS is obviously is also super volatile as well. Like gold can also be very volatile, but it's more relaxed for me personally. For some people, it's like, damn, they're trading on like the 1 minute chart, and it's quite stressful. Are we still gonna stick to our Are we still gonna stick to our 39974002 buy? Maybe. For now, we're looking more for the sell. Like I said, we're just in this like weird range, right? So like I can't do anything right now, especially that I have a potential sell position and I have a potential buy position. So it's hard for me to make a decision right now, especially that we're literally in the middle of both of them. So I just don't know yet, right? Right now we are starting to obviously form a like slight change of structure at the moment. Now break of structure, pushing a little bit more bullish. So it's looking more, we're looking more inclined to take this sell than it is to take this buy at the moment, because now we have to break more structure to come back down, break below this to indicate that we can still come down to this level. So at the moment it's looking more positive for the sell than the buy right now. That's all I can tell you. All right, that's all I can say. Yeah. I'm in the stream for like an hour and a half. Still just fucking nothing. Damn. I think we're on FOMC range. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions right now. So many things, so many possibilities. And I still don't understand how to determine the supply zone and the demand zone. So, did you watch, Isabella? Now I'm gonna make you do a bit of homework. because I did explain it last time. Did you watch my last stream, like fully again? Because I even gave you a 3-step guide on how to find that. I literally broke down supply and demand like very, very crisply. But there will also be I've created a YouTube video as well, which should be coming out within this like week or next week. I'm releasing like one video by one video. Is your lot size always the same? Yes, unless my account size goes bigger. But I try and always keep it the same, because I know my risk percentage. So it's easy, like if my lot's like 3 lots now, or if my lot's like 5 lots, if I adjust it by another lot, I would automatically know, okay, I'm increasing by my risk tolerance is an extra 2,000, right? And even now my risk is like not even at 2%, it's even lower, like per trade, because I don't need to be like risking as much. Like it's just like I don't need to. It's sometimes 2%, sometimes it's like 1%. It's like, it ranges, because like the count size is quite high at the moment, right? It's like it's chilled. But yeah, like I like right now when I'm trading, you guys will see, maybe I'll increase it from like, maybe I'll take 6 lots, maybe I'll take 8 lots, maybe like next month I'll do 10 lots, but it's gradual, right? It's not like every week I'm just going up 2 lots, 3 lots. It's like when I'm ready, I'll go up like another lot or 2 lots. It won't be like a steep. I won't go from like 5 lots to 10 lots, from 10 lots to 20 lots. I'll go like what I'm comfortable with doing. But same with you guys. Hi Luke, are you waiting for 4052? Hi, by the way. Thank you very much. Yes, we are waiting for 4052 currently. Yes, that's what we're waiting for. Guys, if you haven't already, please like the video, and if you haven't already, smash the subscribe button. Once we get 100 likes per stream, or for one stream, I will go live every day of the week, which means more time talking to me, more time educating, more time learning. Bum, bum, bum. Right now, the market's just looking slow as fuck, Slow. And I don't know if during the stream, if the market's just going to magically push to that range and get a buy, I don't know. It's just something that I can't control. That's the thing hard about trading, right? That's why trading's hard live, because you can't predict the times. Yes, but I guess I need time to figure out when to read the chart by myself. Do you suggest we spend more time looking at the chart, although we are not clear about what we're looking at? I would say play around with it, right? Because what's the worst that could happen, right? Always think about that. What's the worst? You playing around with the chart. What's the worst that could happen, right? What you can do is like, what I do is like, what I used to do, like, let's say, for example, I would take a sell. Let's say I don't want to have any emotion in the chart or in the trade, but I'm like, okay, let's say, for example, I'm going to assume, now I'm a very beginner, I don't know anything, but I'm like, I think that this is your supply zone,
All right, I don't know. I'm very, very new. I don't know nothing. I'm just gonna assume, right? And let me look at the charts. Well, based on what Luke said, he said if you have a big structure to the upside, we wait for a structure to reappear back then. So technically, the candle before it gives you indication of where you are, the supply zone. So I'm going to do that, right? And then, based on what he said, right, I'm going to put in a sell position. Like, let's say I'm going to wait for price to push up. I don't know when it's going to be. Bam. Put my stop loss just above there. And I'm going to run it down to, like, let's say the lows here, right? And then you're going to be like, you just leave it there. Don't look at it. You're just like, cool. Now, you're going to see that it didn't hit there. Now, does this become an invalid supply zone? No. Just price hasn't reached there yet. So now you just keep drawing it across here. Just keep going across. And maybe one day it will reach there. And then you can see, you left it there, you didn't touch it, and you'll see, did the market come back and touch there? Right? Now, that's just like one example what I used to do. I used to just like, okay, without someone to understand it, like I don't know anything. I'm not watching this guy's stream now, but I want to try it for myself. Let's say, for example, you take a, like, let me just try and think of, let me just go back here a little bit. Just trying to find something that would make a bit more sense. That's like the really high point, right? Like, let's take this for example, right? I know I went back quite far. Let's do this. So like, let's say for example, like, okay, this looks like a valid demand zone. Drag it across, right? Because we don't know, right? Let's do something like this, Isabella. This is for you and for everyone as well. Let's say for example now, we did this, so we identified that this was a demand zone. We don't know when it's going to execute. We don't know how. We're waiting for our confirmation for price to push up further away from the direction, with price to slowly come back down and tap into this, right? So let's say we assume that this was going to be like this. We're just looking for like a long position. It could have happened at any time. Let's say we're looking for like a nice little 1 to 2 on this trade, for example. Let's say our stop loss would be like maybe below this candle, just to be on the safe side, because you don't know, liquidity could pop down. But let's say now days go on, right, Isabella? So now we're just waiting. So we go to this. We're like, okay, didn't happen then, didn't happen then, didn't happen then, didn't happen then. But we can see this price starting to push back, and now we're like, cool. So we just drag it across. We don't know. We want to see if it actually works, right? Drag it across, bam, it hits, right? We put it over there. Now we start to see we entered the trade, stop loss below this. This was a good trade. We came up with about, let's say, like a 1 to 1.5 R on this trade before price came down and got us stopped out. But you see, this trade would not have been a 1 to 2, but it would have been a 1.15. So in theory, we did have a reaction once we came back down to the demand zone, right? Just an example. That's how you can test for yourself. Just put your own demand or supply level, drag it across, and see how it plays out. May I ask why there's always a gap after the weekend? Because sometimes, remember, there's a lot of orders that could happen over the weekend. So there's people that's trying to buy before the market opens. They put in orders. They already got like execution, so that when the market opens,
sometimes the buy and the selling price is way different to what the current market price is. So that's why there's a gap. Starting to push up, but I mean, it's taking a bit of time. Yeah, Isabella, it'll just take some time. Don't expect to be a Forex guru overnight, right? That's the thing about trading, you know, like it's gonna take some time. It's gonna be a test of your patience, how long you can stay in the game and how long you can, you know, push through the good times, the bad times, the boring times. Is it a must that the gap will be filled later? High chance. Yeah, Luke, we're selling at 50. High chance, right? Yeah, still looking good. We be patient. Yeah. I mean, it's getting quite close to it now. I mean, we're 50 pips. Do you share your swing signals manually as well, or do they multitask on through the stream? Now, Lamau. Told you that CRT, bro. Bro, your man with the CRT, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Bro, I'm glad, bro. Like, if it worked, like, dude, again, if it worked out for you, I'm super happy, bro. Remember, I don't trade based on what someone else tells me, you know? It sounds arrogant, but, yeah, dude, I know. But I don't trade other people's trades. So what you told me, it's like the thing is with you and I don't know you, right? Like, I don't know you. I've never met you in person. I don't know your trading. I don't know your history. I know nothing. So that CRT might have been right one time. I don't know. You know, it's about forming a long-term plan. It's about forming a long-term strategy that works consistently. Like, that might be good for 2 trades, and then it might blow up, you know? Do you share? Yeah, so the swing signals is automatic as well. Automatic. Because it's like based off my strategy, because sometimes it's on like a 4-hour and a daily time frame. Can take long to play out, right? Great job, Manny Moore, on the trade. I'm in the longs. Nice. Bro, I'm glad that you made money. Like, again, I said, like, my way of trading, your way of trading, both can be right? The next 1 hour, the next 1 hour will be perfect entry sell when the gold falls to our sell zone. Could be. Could very much be, bro. Have to wait and see. Yeah, dude, like I said, Peniel, it's like, it's not that I've got anything against of what you're doing or what you're trading. It's just like, I don't know how you trade, dude. Like, straight up. That's why I can't. I've been trading for a very long time. Like, I have to trade the way I trade. I can't be shifting the way you see something and the way I see something, because it's just not going to work for me, you know? Like, again, I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate what you're saying. Anything's welcome, but I'm stuck on my ways, and my way is profitable. Maybe your way is profitable as well, but I know my way is profitable, so I wouldn't change it. Maybe like this trade would have been good. I would have added an extra 0.5% to my overall win rate. I don't know, but am I going to take the risk? No, for sure not. Because the swing trade is quite similar to what we're waiting for now. Yeah, it basically is off the same strategy that I trade, you know? You didn't tell us anything, Penny. You just said look at the formation and no info. Yeah, absolutely. I respect it. I wasn't asking you to trade it. I was asking you to look if you could have a look. Yeah, again, I don't really. No. I appreciate you as well, dude. Like I said, like no hard feelings. I'm not like judging. It's just like I don't use that terminology and stuff in my trading, so I don't want to confuse my audience. Like I said, if you can explain to the people in the chat with CRT what exactly price point, what exactly you look for, then someone could look at it and they'll be like, okay, cool, like that actually made sense, and fair enough, you know. But I can't explain it to them, bro. In your POV, is it if it your way? Sorry, I gotta read this, wait, bro. In your POV, is it if it breaks 45, it can faster fly to our sell zone? And by the way, your lower, will you lower your sell zone or not? It depends how fast we like move to that price point, but right now it's like moving pretty slow, you know. My 4018 buy entry is flying. my G, keep it up, bro. Can you explain what you see there, Penny? Now we just wait. Finally, some excitement. Hmm. Yeah, bro. Explain to the chat like what you saw, bro. Like, feel free. Like, I don't disregard anyone else's trading or what. If it's a freedom of speech here, bro. Say what you want to say. Like I said, I'm not the best at explaining some things that I don't really know about. Um, but if you have something that you want to explain, like feel free to explain. You know, I'm pretty sure if someone wants to learn it, they can learn it. Like I just know what I know, and that's it. You know, like what it is. Like someone says, like I know a lot about a very little. You know, that's a quote. You know. And I know a little about a lot. And that's perfectly fine, you know. 465 is our stop loss. 65. Yo, Luke, it's near entry already. You know, it's near. It hasn't touched. 450 is our entry. Entry dog. Slowly, it's coming up. That's what Luke always mentions. Don't be greedy. If you want to risk, close half. Yeah, perfect. By the way, Luke is the 1 hour helping us. I think all the time frames are helping us right now, like the lower time frames. By the way, Luke, have you set your limits? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good good point that you brought up there, Manimal. Like something I mentioned to him last time, because he was smoking last time. Like, dude was making like 5K, 3K, and I just told him, like, dude, like, minimize the risk now, right? Like, why you like putting yourself into more danger, right? Close at least 30% of that trade, or 40%, dude, and let the rest run. Go sleep nicely tonight. You know, your mental health is important when it comes to trading, yeah? Bum, bum, bum. Still just waiting, guys. Like, what's it like? 40 pips, 50 pips. Do you know wait for confirmation after it touches your zone? So my confirmation on this one is that it's taken a bit longer. Like, let's say, for example, on the 5 minute, this is giving me my confirmation that we slowly came back up. It's not just like one candle that's immediately broke into that. So that's giving me my confirmation for now. You want to eat, bruv. Fuck. Losing energy here. Sorry, guys. Like, I know I've been a little bit depleted because pretty hungry. Let me see what I can order here. Realized I was like zoning out here, but I want to eat something healthy though, dude. Don't worry, I am looking at the charts, guys. Don't worry. Charts. End of the day, it's about preserving your money, not topping up. I went long, hard way to learn it. Nice. It's exactly that. It's all about preservation. You know, that's a word. That sounds pretty cool. So lots of small bullish candles on the way up is your confirmation. Small structure, right? A lot of small structure building up to it. Because we're slowly getting up there. It's not like one big 1 hour candle that just like drives, or, you know, it's not like one big impulsive move. Where did your streams go when you ordered the steak and ate it? That was that 5 hour stream, dude. Jaw. That was hectic. Oh. Guys know, bro, I streamed for 5 hours one time. One time 4 hours as well. Damn, I literally felt like, but I thought that was my life, you know? Like, I was stuck in that stream forever. Like, do you know what the saddest part about that is? It was a break-even trade. It's like nothing was, I mean, it just showed my dedication, right? But, damn, that was intense. Won't be doing that again. Like, this stream's already like 2 hours, but that 5 hour stream, damn, that was hectic. Oh, don't forget that. That was when I was in Malta. Oh, I don't know what to order here, bro. Don't want to order something shit though, man. La da 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 da, ba da 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 da, la da da da, la da da da. La da 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 da. I was gonna clean my room, but then yo, this could actually slap low key. Okay, I'll get this. Not like it's like a gyro, bro. It's like not like Not the healthiest, but it's not the worst either, you know? And everything just looks so delicious. You know, when you're hungry, bro, you're just like, fuck, you're gonna like PTSD looking at this menu, like, damn, I'll eat anything, bro. And we're getting very close. I know, edging us. It's definitely edging, bro. So while I'm waiting, I'm just ordering food. So like after the stream, I can just like tuck in, hopefully with a bit of profits, I can pay for the meal, you know. You can make some money to pay for the lunch that I just, or the dinner, I suppose. Lunch, XAU, you know. I was gonna go to class, then I got high. I was gonna get up and find the broom. But my room is still messed up. And I know why, man. God, I don't even know if I can say that, but anyways. Yeah, Luke, I got to say W for always streaming and being active all the time. Bro, it's it's heavy, bro. I won't lie to you, dude. It's especially with trading, bro. Oh my word. I wish you could like incorporate something else into the trading, you know, but like damn, you know, keeping people entertained for like 2 hours when you're not even trading. It's like damn, it's a skill, dude. I appreciate that you acknowledge that, dude, because it's not easy, dude. Trust me. Like it's fucking hard, man. But you know what? You know what they say, right? A good quote that I heard is your success is ultimately in the work that you are avoiding, you know? So like sometimes like I know like I can see a trade, it's just like it's not gonna happen, but I still gotta come up and stream, you know? And still like hope that the trade could play out, but I still have to like stream and like not be this boring motherfucker that comes on and just does nothing, you know? So yeah, no bro, I appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that, dog. Much love, much love. These are just gonna crash. Imagine, damn. Be like, pah! Punches the screen, bro. How far are we from here, man? 230 pips. Is it gonna do us dirty, chat? Is it gonna do us dirty? Yo. That's trading for you guys. I'm gonna be dead honest, though. It's like you can wait your whole life for that move. I am, bro. I've been missed. Like some of you guys have been on the stream for like long, right? You guys know there's been times where it missed by like 1 or 2 pips, like edged it, and completely reversed. So yeah, trading, huh? It's fun, isn't it? So fun. No, I love trading, but sometimes it does my head in, you know. It's one of those things, isn't it? But my room is still messed up, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah. Luke provides that, so no qualms. Follow him and win and win him. Qualms. Yo, never heard of that word. Qualms. Yeah, no, it just be like that, you know. Like the thing is, oh, you guys need to understand, you know, to not get too philosophical. Yo, did I say that word correctly? You know, I'm just a human, bro. I'm not like, I've got no like tertiary education and shit like that. You know, I just passed high school, so I'm just like you guys, dude. Like that's why I'm just a guy that tried something new, succeeded at it, tried to look at different verticals, tries to give back, tries to do different things. I'm just a dude that's persistent, right? And I get what I want because I put in the work and I continuously do what I need to do. And the results speak for themselves, right? I failed many times, right? I've failed so many times you can't even imagine, right? Imagine I've worked 11 jobs. I've technically failed at 11 different jobs, right? It's not to say like I failed at it, but I didn't pursue it. So technically it's a failure. But a failure is only a lesson if you continue going, right? Write that down. Write that one down. I'm off to work. Keep up the good work, and I hope to trade lands for y'all. Appreciate you, Carrie, or should I call him Monkey Toes? I'm always gonna see that name now. I'm gonna remember. Appreciate you tuning in, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. And the ones that's still here, obviously, again, sorry for the long stream. I know it can be like I'm using 2 hours of your guys' time, and you know a lot of your guys' time is definitely valuable, so I do appreciate, but I can't do anything else, right? I'm not gonna force a losing trade. I'm not gonna just take a trade just because I feel like it. I messed up real bad, so now I'm clear with Luke's mentorship weekly 5 to 10k. Bro, that's crazy. That's a lot, dude. Isabella, may I know? Whenever I got a question from Isabella, I'm like, she's gonna pick my brain, dog. You know? No, I'm joking. But you know, I respect it. I just know Isabella's gonna come with a feisty question. May I know if we should delete the buy limit of 4002s or if we can keep it? So I would remove it for now, until you get an update. So if you're in the VIP, you would know if I'm going to execute the trade or not. So I would say like active now or delete the limit. But for now, it's still valid. It's just still quite far from where we are. So it's like no need to worry about it now. Could be, let's say, a potential position tomorrow or later on tonight. I don't know, because it's now like 8 p.m. Anything can happen within the next couple of hours. Still here, patiently waiting. Thanks. So am I, don't worry. I'm also just patiently waiting. Also, we all are just patiently waiting. Don't worry, Isabella, I know I pick on you a lot, but it's out of good heart. I know that. But the thing is, what I really appreciate about you is you ask so many questions that other people probably don't know, that they probably should be asking themselves. So you probably answering probably 40 people's questions by just asking your one question. So shout out to Isabella for taking the time to actually ask the questions, because she's actually doing the right thing, because a lot of people are too scared to ask questions. So shout out, big shout out to you. Don't tell your dreams, everybody you're around. It's 12 a.m. It's 12. Yo, my voice is going here. What's up with my voice? It's 12 a.m. here in Singapore. Yeah, it's late. I have to go, Luke. Hope the trade triggers. Good night. Same. Appreciate you, Rachel. Hope you have a good one. Now, guys, I'll give it a couple more minutes. If it doesn't execute, I'm going to leave it just to run, because it's already like 2 hours and 10 minutes. Do you think it'll come down? Welcome, lol. JWK. So I told you guys, like, some people just appear out of nowhere. Haven't seen you chat for a while. Will it come down? I don't know. I don't know. Do I think? I assume things, but assumption can make an ass out of me and you, right? That's how assumption works. Haha, I know you're just joking. I'll keep asking the questions, hope other people here won't feel I am annoying. No, I definitely don't. I think some people who are maybe very advanced would be like, oh, I already know that. Why is she asking such a question, right? But like, don't worry about them. Don't give a fuck, because they were once a newbie as well. So like, who cares? There's always going to be a smart ass in the room, right? Let them be a smart ass, right? I entered your cells, but didn't see you guys break even. I just joined your VIP. It's Ramiro. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you as well, my bro. I entered your cells. No, we did move to break even. Did you join? We definitely moved to break even. I even told you guys on the stream as well to move to break even. We hit like TP3, and I told you guys move it to break even because we're looking for potential sales. Sorry, dude. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I did mention it very early on. It is now 11 a.m. in Hong Kong. Nice. Let's see if it hits stop loss. Well, shit, dude. We did close a break even. Were you here the whole time? Like, yo, feel a bit bad now, but for your sake, I hope it just pops down. Thanks for your understanding and teaching. No, thank you for your time and your patience. I think that's very good. It's a learning for it. Keep it going. Yeah. I know that was my bad. Do you recommend should I close the trade? I don't know, dude. I don't want to give you like the wrong information. The thing is, like, if we're looking for a sell, it would technically stop you out, you know. Like, I don't know. I think you need to make this decision on your own, right? My advice is, like, if we're looking for a sell here, you're going to be stopped out. So potentially you could get another trade and it could cover this loss that you might have. Excuse me. So we're into that 3.4, sorry. So right now you're currently in a loss of 100 pips. In theory, if like this trade works out, you could recover plus 200. Just a way to look at it. I don't know. Just one way to look at it. But take the decision on your own, dude. Up to you. Not 11 a.m. It's midnight. Oh shit. It's late. Yeah, because when I was in Bali, it's pretty late there now. Like in Bali, it's shit late, I think. When I was in Bali, let's check Jakarta. Yeah, it's like pretty late there, like 11, yeah, same time. So you guys like 1 hour ahead of Bali time, I think. Oh, guys, it's taking too long. Sorry to say, I don't want to keep you guys any longer. I said I'll stay on for a couple more minutes. I don't know if it's just going to range above here for a while. I know we're close, but this trade's still valid. I'm going to leave the trade here for now. Leave it as is. If you guys want to get access and see my exact analysis behind it and what exactly I'm looking for, I think we're just going to range a bit for a little while before pushing up or pushing back down. High chance we could just push down as well, because like we could have found a ceiling here. There is some like a resistance that it hits, so you could just reject from here as well. So let's see. But if you guys want to get access to these trades and these signals, please just drop me a DM. My link is in the description. If you have any questions regarding this current trade, please also just drop me a DM as well. All right. Appreciate you all tuning in for today's stream. A little 2 hour, 15-minute stream. I don't want to keep you guys much longer. You guys know the plan. Stick to the plan. And let's see what happens. All right. Peace out, guys. I'll see you again on Thursday. Much love.